फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Hello everyone, you're watching Cricket Next. I'm Surama Kaushik. It's day 3 of India versus England second test match. What a day and what a session. Well, 102 runs came off this first session, but 4 wickets. James Anderson, obviously the ace bowler, he did the job for the England team. England came with an aggressive approach. They were right on their approach that they have to take wickets, and they did it right there. Obviously, Anderson did the job in the early start of the session, but then 2 others also fell at the end of the session. What do we take out from this first session? Let's hear it out from Jamie Alter, Taos Rizvi, and Kanavan. Hello, gentlemen. Good to see you here. Jamie, we were expecting a session that should have been wicketless for Team India, but 4 wickets have been fell in this first session only. Where do you see this match going?
No, I don't think we'll get a session with this Indian team where wickets won't fall. दो तो हर session में जाएंगे ही जाएंगे. हाँ, four is a bit much, but this is exactly what we discussed yesterday. Whether India get 250, 350, or 450, there are 3 individuals who have to score runs to keep their place. अभी BCCI से हमें कोई idea नहीं है कि विराट कोहली कब आएंगे, KL राहुल कब आएंगे, but at some point दोनों वापस आएंगे, right? So Gill, Patidar, and Iyer had to do something. Some will even say that KS Bharat has to do something to keep out Dhruv Jurel. So there's no doubt that India started the day with an advantage. 100 run जोड़ लिए, not enough to ensure a victory yet. उसके लिए तो मेरे हिसाब से 350 आपको बनाने पड़ेंगे. But are we any nearer to identifying which player is going to stay back? चलो Shubman Gill 60 तो पहुंच गए, so he's ahead of the race, you know. But Shreyas Iyer, again, brilliant catch, but yaar 11 baje hain, 30 minute baki hai. Was there any need for that shot? So for me, I'd rather talk about these guys and the failure to really cash in. Or it's still very good batting conditions. Ball kahan ghum rahi hai? Ek aad ball, yaar ye India, ek aad ball will stay low. I'm not seeing any variable bounce. Just like India, you know, 300 and कितने बनाए? 396. 396 में से 209 एक 22 साल के लड़के से आया, you know. So the batting, barring one person in this innings, it's Gill. Yesterday it was Shubman Gill. Batting is so poor still against this England team कि we still can't say कि यार 250 की lead है, वो काफी है. This was a day for these 3 guys to stand up and be counted. And unfortunately, only one has done that. So I hope he goes on to bat the whole day. I don't want to see a declaration. इनको रगड़ो, इनको खत्म करो. Shubman Gill should be 150 not out by stumps. For me, that's personally all I care about, because match मेरे हिसाब से इंडिया का हो ही गया.
Yeah, but from here on, a lot depends on how Shubman Gill will take this game forward, because he actually should bank onto the opportunity that he has got. He survived LBW appeal, and now it's his time to score big and then take India to a very comfortable position. Taos, what do you have to say about Shubman Gill? We know those 2 LBW appeals, and one thanks to umpire's call that he survived that one. But now it's on to him that he has to score first another 40 runs to reach that 100 mark, and then obviously, as Jamie said, 150 at stumps.
Is he still confident? I mean, I was confused like how this guy was batting. There was no confidence at all. This guy was struggling. 60 भी बना लिया और 60 में या 100 रन भी बना लिया, तो आज वो अगर सेफ फील करेगा कि मैंने अपनी जगह बना ली है, तो फिर भाई question marks over the team management and a lot of other people right now. The way he was playing, there was no confidence. बल्ला कहाँ है, पैड्स कहाँ है, आपका पैड पहले आ रहा है, पैड्स पीछे आ रहे हैं, टेक्निक नहीं है, एज लग के जा रहा है, लेग बिफोर की अपील हो रही है. लकी हो गया कि आपको इनसाइड एज एक बार लग गया तो आपकी मतलब ठंडी हाँ निकली यार, फाइनली में बच गया. वो डोमिनेशन कहाँ है? वो प्रिंस का जो डोमिनेशन होना चाहिए, द नेक्स्ट बिग थिंग का डोमिनेशन जो होना चाहिए, वेयर इज दैट? आई डोंट सी. वो कहाँ है लोग जो कहते थे यार आईपीएल से टेम्परामेंट पता चलता है, कहाँ? आई डोंट सी एनीथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट। आई मीन ही वाज ऑल ओवर यार। 60 इज मोर लाइक वो अपने लिए अश्योर्ड कर रहा है यार, अगली टेस्ट मैच में जगह मिल जाए। तो ऐसा अगली टेस्ट मैच में, नेक्स्ट मैचेस में जगह मिलने के लिए खेल रहे हैं कि आप दिखाने के लिए कि यार यू द बेस्ट इन एनी फॉर्मेट, यू नो द बेस्ट इन एनी फॉर्मेट, एनी। आप टेस्ट क्रिकेट में तो नहीं हो मेरे लिए एटलीस्ट, क्योंकि आप बहुत जगह लैक कर रहे हो, फ्रॉम टेक्निक टू मेंटल एस्पेक्ट टू एवरीथिंग right now. So but then it's a good thing for him, this guy finally scored something, कुछ तो confidence आएगा, कुछ आएगा कहीं ना कहीं से। but then I'm very disappointed with रोहित शर्मा यार। I mean सवाल हर जगह खड़े होते जा रहे हैं, हर जगह खड़े होते जा रहे हैं। शुरुआत देखिए, is that how you get out? I mean you're a captain, आप one of the world's best batters हो, आपको पता ही नहीं आपका सॉफ्ट स्टंप का, आपका मिडिल स्टंप का, इसके पहले कैसे आप आउट हुए, आपको कुछ मतलब you have no clue। टेस्ट क्रिकेट में एक टाइम होता था कि जब जब डिफेंस करता था ना आदमी, कोई अच्छा बड़ा प्लेयर, राहुल द्रविड़, तेंदुलकर और मे बी लक्ष्मण, और आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द इंडियन, वो एडमायर करता था अपना डिफेंस। एडमायर, एक कॉन्फिडेंस, एक फील आता था। आज वहां पर डिफेंस इज मोर लाइक यू नो कर लिया यार। आज वो सिर्फ ड्राइव स्ट्रोक प्लेज एडमायर कर दे। अरे भाई, डिफेंस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ टेस्ट क्रिकेट। अगर आपका वही वीक है, आपको क्लू ही नहीं है आपको लाइन में कौन सी जाना है, तो आप कहीं पर भी नहीं रहोगे यार। यू कैन नॉट फॉरगेट सर्वाइविंग, फॉरगेट सक्सेसफुल, यू कैन नॉट सर्वाइव इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट। तो आई एम वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड विद दिस परफॉर्मेंस यार। 130 फॉर 4 श्रेयस अय्यर, आई मीन दिस इज नॉट हाउ यू प्ले। आपको आज आपका दिन था, यू शुड हैव बीन देयर। हम बात कर रहे थे कल, लास्ट तक खेलने की, एंजॉय करने की क्रिकेट, मतलब अच्छा पोजीशन है। ऑब्वियसली देयर वाज जेम्स एंडरसन, आई मीन यू कैन नॉट टेक हिम लाइटली, बट देन जेम्स एंडरसन 41 साल के हैं, आप अभी भी यंगस्टर हो यार, बच्चे सी, मतलब कुछ तो होना चाहिए ना यार, एक कॉन्फिडेंस दिलाने में। एक अच्छा पारी के बाद आप सडनली सैड, आई एम सैड।
Yeah, actually, it's disappointing to know the way Shreyas Iyer has, been sent out. Obviously, brilliant catch, no doubts about that. Stokes made a brilliant effort and he got that catch. Absolutely great. But Kanav, Shreyas Iyer, आप थोड़े दिन पहले बोलते हो कि मैं बॉल्स लीव नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि मैं बोरिंग क्रिकेट नहीं खेलना चाहता, आई डोंट वांट टू बोर माई सेल्फ। और अब आप हर मैच में आकर आप इस तरीके के शॉट्स लगा रहे हो, दिस इज इररिस्पॉन्सिबल। इट्स नॉट एन अग्रेसिव अप्रोच, इट्स नॉट एन अग्रेसिव स्टाइल ऑफ बैटिंग। आप 29 पे खेल रहे थे, आपको पता था कि आपको यहाँ से एक अच्छा स्कोर बिल्ड करना है। शुभमन गिल को चांसेस मिल चुके हैं, अब वो धीरे धीरे सेटल हो रहे हैं। Shreyas Iyer has played quite a lot of cricket in that sense. He's not a newbie in the system, okay? He's not a debutant. So for him, it was much needed to stay there and to play responsible innings. But then he threw away his wicket.
See, first of all, what Ayer says, I never listen to him because a person who is not ready to admit that he has a problem against short ball. So we know what he does and what he says. There's a stark difference between the two. He is someone who's not ready to admit his problems, his shortcomings. It's okay to have shortcomings, but there are players who come out and say, "Yeah, I know, I am working on it, and I'll be a better player." So us मामले what he says is a different thing. And talking about Ayer performing on Indian pitches, see, overseas Ayer can't bat. We all know. We all have seen those pitches, South Africa, Australia. I can never see Shreyas Iyer batting on Australian pitches. Now उनके पास क्या बचा? Home soil. You have perfect opportunity. और ये तो कोई वो भी नहीं है, कोई स्पिनिंग ट्रैक ऐसा जो हम बोलते हैं 10 बॉल के आपसे बैटिंग नहीं हो रही. दिस इज अ परफेक्ट पिच टू बैट ऑन. दिस इज अ परफेक्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी. आप आइए, अपने रन मारिए ताकि एक डिबेट तो हो सके. ये श्रेयस अय्यर इंडिया में रन तो मार रहा है. देयर इज अ बैटर हु इज स्कोरिंग रन, हु इज होल्डिंग द मिडिल ऑर्डर टुगेदर. आपका जो स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड है स्पिन, आपका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड है इंडियन पिचेस जहां आप बचपन से खेल के बड़े हुए हो. अगर आप वहां भी रन नहीं मारोगे, ओवरसीज आप वैसे ही रन नहीं मार पाते, तो वो फिर आप पे बात आएगी. एंड देन unfortunately team will have to take a strong decision and Ayer will eventually have to be dropped क्योंकि overseas में I don't see Indian team taking Shreyas Iyer to the playing 11. On Indian pitches, I was ready to have him in the middle order because I know he plays spin well. But if this is the way you are playing, it's one thing that you play spin well, but you have to go out and execute those shots also, ना, and perfectly. ठीक है, आप मारने गए शॉट यार, but you can't hit हवा में and let your bat twist. अब आप बोल सकते हैं कि कहीं और मारने जा रहे थे, वहां उठ गई. It's a brilliant catch. Yes, it's a brilliant catch. But for it to be a brilliant catch, you gave him an opportunity. You gave Ben Stokes an opportunity,
Absolutely.
और वो half an hour before lunch, as Jamie said, it's 11 o'clock यार. आपको पता है आपके पास पूरा दिन है बैटिंग के लिए, आपको रन मारने हैं, आपको अपना फॉर्म वापस ढूंढना है. इस शॉट का क्या तुक बनता है? You are
Hmm.
already two down. Rohit and Jaiswal are back in the hut. Jaiswal man in form, वो वापस चले गए. तो build an innings यार, गिल भी तो कर रहे हैं. And
Hmm.
talking about Gill, Taus said that he's not looking good, and I partially agree. See, I'll divide Gill's inning into two parts. First part is where he got all the luck. Two LBWs, एक edge लगा
Yeah.
जो root के left side से निकल गया, and he was looking ugly. जो भी fours उन्होंने अपने पहले हाफ में मारे, he was looking ugly. But then he found himself. He found
Hmm.
the Gill that we all know. He was looking confident in the second half of his innings. And I
Yeah.
don't care, as long as you are scoring runs, you can look as ugly as you can on the pitch. पुजारा
Yeah.
से अगली कोई नहीं लगता था यार. बॉल यहां से जा रही है, मुंह पे लग रही है, लेकिन दैट मैन स्टूड हिज ग्राउंड फॉर 200 balls, scoring 100 runs. So
Hmm.
yeah, look ugly, I don't care. But if you are on 60 not out at lunch, I'm very happy. Is all I'm saying. And I do
That's what
agree.
we
He was looking, yeah, he was looking bad in the first half. He was not looking the confidence जो ताउस भाई ने कहा, हाँ वो कॉन्फिडेंट गिल नहीं लग रहा था मेरे को भी. जो शॉट्स भी उन्होंने वो हाफ शॉर्ट टाइम जैब जो उन्होंने अपने पहले 4 के लिए मारा है, he was looking like a batter who was more scared of getting out instead of looking for runs. उनको हर बॉल पे डर लग रहा था कहीं मैं आउट ना हो जाऊं, and that's visible.
Hmm.
But thankfully, he found himself in the second half of his innings, and I hope that he goes on to score a big one here, not just for the team total, but for his own confidence. He needs to score into the triple digits, जाए आगे run मारे, but he also needs a batter to stand with him. Beat Akshar
Hmm.
Patel, beat
Yeah,
KS
that's
Bharat.
He
very,
wasn't
very
looking
He
true.
ugly.
wants a
Just a point. He wasn't
Taus,
looking ugly. वो
I,
stylish
I'll
लग
come.
रहे थे, struggle भी कर रहे थे, stylishly कर रहे थे बस.
Oh, that's what we are saying. Yeah, rare are the days you get so many chances, and now when you've got a couple of chances, you really need to score well and take India to a comfortable position. Well, I have with me Vineet Ramakrishnan live from Vizag. Let's hear it out from him. What he has to say about the first session of the day. Vineet, will you call it England session or India session?
Tough to call. I'll say it was even Stevens. Gill still being there probably makes it India session. Look, India are anyway ahead of the curve, right? Lead of what, 250 plus. England still are on the back foot, but yeah, they did well to pick up those 4 wickets. James Anderson again, fantastic spell of fast bowling, as I've been saying and repeating myself. Players, bowlers like him just take the pitch out of the equation. I was just hearing in what about the Gill discussion, and yeah, I mean he struggled, but he was not looking ugly. He struggled, and look, he should count his stars, isn't it? 3 reprieves, I think. It got that LBW shout, that nick, and then that edge. If Root would have been slightly, closer in. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, 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 you are. Go ahead, Vineet. We can hear you.
Yeah, so yeah, Gill made his reprieves count, and that's the big thing. I thought Iyer's wicket was just an absolute waste. I mean, he was beaten with the flight as well, beat on the flight with the spin. Again, a screamer of a catch from Ben Stokes. Folks again with a fantastic catch there. Patidar should have played that cut shot. Should have bend a bit more to get it. It's not that it was a wrong shot that he employed. Ball stayed low, but the key factor for India is Gill is there, and if they can stretch this lead to around 350, it'll be India's game. But yeah, you don't never know with England and their bowlers and their plans. Even Steven Session, I would say this.
Okay. And Vineet, how Team India should approach the next session, given Shubman Gill's batting and also Akshar Patel's there, and we saw what Akshar Patel did in the first innings. So, what are you expecting from Team India in the coming session?
No, they should bat. Yeah, they should bat. They should try to bat till T session and take that lead well beyond 350. I mean, if they can take it to 400, nothing like that, it'll be very, very difficult for England, even with their Bazball approach, to overcome that. The idea is to just bat around, get that expectation, keep the level, get a good start, and look from a couple of a few loose deliveries also, after that initial struggle, that full toss from Hartley, Diana, and a whole couple of deliveries. He bounced on that, looking more confident. There was one an instance where it was probably a fuller delivery. He could have easily drove it. He did not. He just prodded at it. That phase of Gill has gone. Now he's looking much more, confident in terms of going down the track. He's been coming down the track just to get that singles as well. That's one thing that I thought Ben Stokes did miss when Iyer or even Patadar came in. He wasn't getting in the tight fields. He was still allowing singles, keeping two men in the deep. He could have been a bit more tighter. Gill again. It's up to Gill now. The players will have to batters will have to bat around Gill and hope Gill goes on to play a long innings. And Akshar Patel, he doesn't have to do anything fancy. You just rotate the strike, keep the strike to Gill, and whenever there's opportunity there, just go for the runs. Nothing fancy. He doesn't have to up the ante or score like how he got out in the first innings, trying to slash a delivery late in the day. He just doesn't have to do anything fancy, to be honest. Be it Gill, be it Bharat, or be it Ashwin who come down. The spot would be James Anderson would be bowling again. The ball isn't reversing up. It might be reversed. Benson is not able to extract that, but he's moving it probably into perfection. That finished off runs and then I think it'll be easy to negotiate the spinners, what I feel. So that Gill has to bat long.
Yes, Gill has to bat long, and a lot depends on Gill now. He's batting well for now. He's got multiple chances. Let's see where he takes Team India to. But we need just before the interval, we saw James Anderson. What are we expecting in the next session? Are we expecting more of reverse swing? Did he come to check the prospects of reverse swing just before the interval?
You guys asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you, Vineet.
Oh, so that's the thing. Who came to check? Dravid, or you are asking for somebody else?
No. I'm saying Anderson. Anderson came just before the interval. So, did he
Huh.
come to check the prospects of reverse swing? Are we expecting more of reverse swing in the coming session?
Look, it's still 33 overs. I mean, if you look back at what happened, Bumrah was given the ball, Mukesh was given the ball in the 18th, 19th over. Bumrah started reversing the ball at 21. So definitely there would be some, reverse swing offer because the ball is 33 overs old. But the fact is, as he told you, able to extract a lot with that reverse. I don't think Anderson has been able to do that, but he's been very smart in terms of using the wobble team. It's not that he came in to check if there is reverse swing. It was just that 1-2 overs. Of those factors where Stokes thought, Anderson को लेकर आते हैं, maybe there could be a wicket there. The batters could be playing for lunch, so that could be a possibility there. I don't think he was looking at reversing or anything. He was some of the players just two overs before lunch and try and see if they have lost focus or not. And they played well, both Baxter and Gill.
Well, there are a lot of network issues from Vineet's side as he's joined us live from Vizag, and often there are network issues when someone joins from the stadium. I'll put this question to Jamie. Jamie, where do you see this next session going, especially when we saw James Anderson coming just before the interval?
Look, wickets are going to fall. India just lost 4 wickets. Again, we've discussed Anderson. Anderson is bowled brilliantly, but I think it was Tosba ne kaha, yaar, he's 41, right? So I'm not saying that's a weak link, but you need to have a certain skill. Wickets will fall. I think if 4 wickets fell in a very good batting session, at least 3 will fall. And if England take 3 wickets, those 3 could become all out, right? Because batting है ही नहीं. Batting इस team में batting नहीं. हम कितनी बार करेंगे? And I think our viewers sometimes don't. Maybe they misunderstand our viewers when we say कि कुलदीप, हम जब कहते हैं कि कुलदीप नहीं खेलेंगे, कुलदीप की ये कोई कमी नहीं है. He's a far better bowler than Akshar Patel. But why does Akshar Patel plays? Because his batting is so good, right? So I mean, look, you're 1 wicket away. Then KS Bharat is there, right? KS Bharat is a walking wicket. Ashwin has not scored runs for a long time, and then you're into 9, 10, and Jack. So I think if in the first 40 minutes or first hour they get 3 wickets, by the tea break, England could be batting. Their batting is that feeble from here. And like Fazbai said, yes, Gill has got 60 runs, but they've not been very convincing ones. So England could be batting by the time the final session starts.
Hmm. Well, Vineet, Kanav has a question for you. Would request Kanav to go ahead.
Vineet, am I audible?
Yep.
Vineet, I think there's some network issues with
There's some
Vineet.
network issue from his side.
Yeah.
You can continue, Kanav. We can put that question to Taus and Jamie, and we can discuss that before
No,
Vineet
I just wanted an update on Joe Root. We all saw him getting hit on the fingers, and he was out of action, out of the
Yeah.
ground for a long time. And I heard Bhogle saying that Harsha Bhogle saying when the lunch was announced that he has gone for scans. So I just wanted to know
Yeah.
if Vineet has heard something about his injury or not. I'll get to him if he gets his network. I'll ask him.
Okay, yeah, we'll get an answer from Vineet if he joins in, but he's facing a lot of network issues at the moment. Taus, as we already discussed, you know what to expect from the upcoming session because this session will be very important. And a lot will depend on Shubman Gill, but I believe a lot will depend on Akshar Patel as well. Akshar Patel has been in this 11, has been brought into this 11 for the sole reason that he bats well and he bowls well as well. I know that you know when it comes to spin bowling, Ashwin and Kuldeep are your two key players. But then Akshar Patel, he's in the team because he can bat and he can bowl. Now, if he is unable to bat, then actually one of his, power or you say that one of his skill gets altered, right? So we really want runs from Akshar Patel. So how important Akshar Patel's role will be for the next session?
Akshar Patel role is very important, but he doesn't understand that. The problem is that ki bhai, this guy has the ability. He can middle the ball well. He can stay longer than any other batsman, including Shubman Gill or Shreyas Iyer or Rohit Sharma. But this guy throws away those wickets. I mean, he plays Hartley convincingly. The thing is that he gets over aggressive. He is so confident of his shots that this guy wants to dispatch each and every ball into the stands, but he doesn't understand that's not how Test cricket is played. But when it is back, let's ask that Joe Root question. Kind
Yeah, yeah. Let's ask that
Yeah.
question. Vineet Kanav has a question for you. Kanav, please go ahead.
Vineet, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes, you are.
Yeah, I just wanted an update on Joe Root. We all saw him getting hit on the fingers and he was out of ground for a long time. And I heard Harsha Bhogle saying that he has gone for scans. So just wanted to know if you know something, if you have heard something.
I'll have to head back and see what the situation is. I just came back immediately after the lunch break happened, so I'll go back, head back, and see what the update is, and I'll let you guys know.
Sure. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, Taos, do you have any question for Vineet? We'll take a few questions for Vineet and then we'll let him go because there are a lot of network issues from his side. So, Taos, Jamie, do you have any questions? Or else we'll ask the producer to take a few questions thereafter. Taos, you have a question? You want
yeah,
to ask
yeah, yeah.
something?
Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes,
Can you
yes,
hear
I
me?
can.
Yeah, Vinit, what's the buzz right now with next Test match coming in? Virat Kohli, is he going to be back? कोई है buzz? या बाकी players कौन खेलने वाला है next Test match? Because this game is almost in. If we do well,
Yeah, I mean the buzz. I mean from the stadium, the buzz it's good. Sunday है तो काफी crowd आ रखा है. In terms of your question about अगले match के लिए, I mean what we are hearing is that KL Rahul, Kohli might be back. KL Rahul might not be back. That's quite interesting. And Ravindra Jadeja, who was in NCA, seems to have been started running also. So surprisingly, जो contrary reports से contrary है कि Jadeja might be back for the next game and Rahul may not be there. Because of that, the injury that he sustained, it was the same leg where the pain that he said was the same leg that he had the surgery. So they are being a bit more, cautious and watchful. So what we are hearing right now is Rahul may not be back. There's more chances of Ravindra Jadeja coming back for the third test more than Rahul and Kohli. It's been all hushed tones, whatever it is. AB de Villiers did mention in his YouTube channel what the reason was. So there is a buzz in around with Kohli and Jadeja may be back, but Rahul का थोड़ा doubtful लग रहा है at this point in time.
Okay. Request a producer to take a few comments or questions if there are any for Vineet. Um, First one is from Arsh Singh. Shreyas Iyer need to play Ranji or County, needs to really work on his game. We got a lot of questions yesterday also when you left the live session. Those questions were for you, and today as well we're getting a lot of questions around Shreyas Iyer. People are saying that Shreyas Iyer should go back because he just says all of those things that he is ready to face short ball, he's ready to play aggressive cricket, but this isn't aggressive style of cricket. It's more of irresponsible style of cricket. What are your
It
thoughts?
is
And
aggressive. He is trying to be aggressive. My question to you is go back to where? Play रणजी क्रिकेट. रणजी में क्या होगा? ये रणजी में आपको जेम्स एंडरसन नहीं मिलने वाला ना, तो क्या फायदा रणजी में खेलने का? वहां पे आप 400 600 800 रन मार लोगे. It's the type of bowlers that you are facing, right? It's not a case that he has to go back and find his form. This guy is a very good player of spin. This guy can bat. He's been there in the Indian team for a long time. ऐसा नहीं है कि रणजी में चले जाएगा तो वो level आ जाएगा. He is there. It's just the case that he's been, at least for me, he's trying to be a bit more aggressive. Look, that first innings dismissal again, थोड़ा सा lethargy मेरे को लगा. यहाँ पे भी going for Hartley, he was beaten on the flight. Do you say कि was it a shot that was needed at that hour, at that time? You can't really be sure that what the player is going through. It's just a fact that he's not able to convert his starts. He's been in his 20s, and he should realize that he should be a bit more in terms of in tune. He has to put some value in his on his wicket. That's the whole thing. This guy can bat long. ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं है. Short ball issues हैं, but यहाँ पे आपको इतने short ball का issue नहीं मिलेगा Indian conditions पे. Overseas में तो उनकी जगह playing line में है या नहीं, that's another question here. Here he was the Indian conditions. He was your first, probably one of the first guys you want to put there. He has shown that he is not able to convert those starts. He's just losing focus. That Hartley stepping out to Hartley was that only. He just lost focus. And ultimately in Test cricket, that's what happens. जायसवाल के साथ भी हुआ. जायसवाल के भी थोड़े बहुत fall shots आए थे, but he was coming back. He was coming back, concentrating even more, trying to adjust or trying to not commit the mistakes again. Here probably Iyer is doing that. He's just going about trying to say कि मेरे को थोड़ा सा aggressive खेलना है, मैं वो shots ले रहा हूँ. That those shots are not coming off, but that puts a very much a big question mark on his spot also, that he should realize when a Kohli or a Rahul comes back. अब गिल ने यहाँ पे 60 मार दिया, 100 मारता है, गिल का पोजीशन लॉक हो गया, then the question would be on Shreyas Iyer. He needs to realize that it's not a case that he'll go to Ranji and score some runs and come back. रणजी में, as I told you, इस लेवल के बॉलर्स नहीं मिलने वाले. रन मार के क्या कर लोगे? बस एक स्टैट ही होगा ना. He has shown you that he can be at this level. It's just about that mental thing. Like Shubman Gill जिस तरीके से struggle कर रहे थे, अभी उस struggle से बाहर निकले हैं. Shreyas Iyer probably needs to just recalibrate his innings. Maybe after 20s जिस तरीके का वो mindset लेके खेल रहे हैं. Every player has a set pattern of playing. 1 to 20 के बाद उनका mindset change होता है, उनका playing approach change होता है. Maybe may have to change that approach. थोड़ा सा you are batting at number 4, number 5, थोड़ा सा धीरे खेल लो. वो 20 को 50 कर लो, उसके बाद थोड़ा aggressive होने की कोशिश करो. You don't have to be aggressive right after you got a start. That's one thing that I can say. But going back to Ranji I don't think that's a solution.
Mhm. Well, I believe that all the ones who have asked this question, they got the answer from Vineet, because a lot of people asked this one. Vineet, once
नहीं,
again,
again casual. I saw this question कि he does not belong to this format. Casual approach है यार. Belong की क्या बात है? Indian player है. He belongs at this level. ऐसा मतलब don't come out with sweeping statement कि यार अगर 20 रन मार के आउट हो रहा है तो he just doesn't belong here. He belongs. It's just that he is not able to sustain that kind of expectations that we have from him, or from his own thing as well. That is something he has to as I said, recalibrate his approach maybe at different phases of his game, which he is not able to do. Like जैसे देखो आप गिल आउट हो सकता था easily. When umpire अगर एक उसको जेम्स एंडरसन वाला आउट दे देता, he would have been walking, right? That's the kind of luck that probably
yeah,
great players or good players like Shubman Gill need. अय्यर को भी हो सकता था. Look, that catch was a screamer. If there was, अगर स्टोक्स के अलावा और कोई फील्डर होता ना, nobody would have been able to catch that delivery, and that would have been a reprieve for him, and he could have been seeing Shreyas Iyer batting there. So that's the
true.
difference. Yeah, that's very minute margin. But this is not to say that he does not belong to this format. He has to go to Ranji, a trophy. He belongs here. Up the point is that maybe if a Kohli and a Rahul comes back, because Shreyas Iyer doesn't have the amount of runs to back his place in this 11, he may have to sit out. Doesn't mean कि belong नहीं करता है या तो रणजी जाके
Yeah.
वापस जाना है.
Okay. Vineet, I remember you already mentioned the lead question earlier in this live session, but once again, for all our viewers, can you please tell what will be a comfortable lead for Team India? I remember you said something around 350, but if you can say about that once again for all our viewers.
Look, from here on, India should be able to score 350. Their target should be first target would be 350 plus. If they go ahead and make 400, nothing like that. But it will be very very difficult, as I said, for England, even with their baseball style, to chase this kind of runs. You saw the kind of purchase you are getting. Even somebody like an Hartley, even Rihan Ahmed, even with that flatter trajectory, he's able to.
Yeah.
He's getting the ball to keep low. कुलदीप यादव वुड बी मोर लूपी आपने फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में भी देखा थोड़ा बाउंस जिस तरीके से मिल रहा है दैट वुड बी डिफिकल्ट मोर देन द टर्न इट इज द बाउंस द वेरिएबल बाउंस विच वुड बी अ की फैक्टर हियर एंड कुलदीप यादव वुड बी एबल टू एक्सट्रैक्ट दैट one of the biggest factors for India to even respect or even India to keep the target उस हिसाब से देखेंगे तो अश्विन की bowling will be very key. He's been very flat as Taus had mentioned कि when there is no help for spinners Ashwin tends to struggle. He needs to think in a defensive manner. He needs to defend. He should be defensive, in his approach in terms of not giving away runs. So that would be the key. But from a batting point of view, 350 is what India should get from the position that they are in. If they can extend it to 400, nothing like that. If it goes beyond 400, very, very difficult for England to chase this down.
Well, yes, let's see what will happen in the upcoming session now. And a lot will depend on Shubman Gill. Thank you so much, Vineet, for joining with us. And do give us all the live updates from Vizag. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, so we were just talking about, what to expect from the coming session. We had a long chat around that. We also had a chat around Shubman Gill's form, the chances that he got, and how his role will be really crucial for Team India. Now, I'll take last comment from all our panelists about what will be a comfortable lead for Team India. We'll start with Jamie and then Taus Kanav. Jamie, please go ahead.
350 has to be the minimum, because okay, this has not been chased before, but this is a very different England team. They'll believe they can chase 450, and if you have that belief, you might be able to get to 300. It's not a kind of track we've seen in the last 4 years. The ball is not turning as much. Ekat ball is not turning sharply like we've seen in the last 4 years. Okay, 250 gettable, 300 with this England team, I would not rule it out. No. If Joe Root is ruled out, then I'd say okay, fine, then it's not happening. But just because this team does some pretty crazy things, 350 has to be your minimum. I think yesterday the Toss Bhai said 450. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not bat? I mean, आपको 2 दिन off मिलेंगे तो क्या होगा? Bat. They should have batted the whole day for the loss of 2 wickets in an ideal world. But with this flimsy batting approach, नहीं हो पाएगा. But I would expect, what's the lead now? 270 के आसपास?
272.
आपको 80 रन तो जोड़ने पड़ेंगे to get to 350. Should be straightforward, but this is a very, very difficult Indian team to predict.
That's absolutely right. Well, in the first session, we got 102 runs, Taos. Even if we go by that math, I think 80 to 100 runs should be on board in the coming session, isn't it?
I'm not expecting that also, unfortunately. 450 तो कल की बात थी कि if these guys batted throughout. But यहाँ पर top order चला गया. अक्षर पटेल, you cannot predict anything. How does he, how he plays out there? Does he take that responsibility, right? वो नहीं लेता ना, unfortunately. फिर कुलदीप यादव से I'm not expecting wonders because I mean obviously limited है. Looks good. I mean Ashwin low on confidence against ball से अच्छा नहीं होता तो bat भी चला जाता, उनका गायब हो जाता है हाथ से. So I'm not expecting much, but yeah, safer total should be 350. That's it. I mean, if you want to win this game, because you never know, England is looking a much better side when it comes to batting. Bowling to hai, batting to zabardast hai compared to India. So 350 is a 3-4 total. You can जीत सकते हो, खुशी नहीं मगर जीत सकते हो, थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा.
बैटिंग तो हमें कल भी ताउस वो दिख रही थी ना कि किस तरीके से और किस अप्रोच के साथ जैक ट्रॉली और बेन डकेट आए थे. वो ऑब्वियसली एक विकेट वहां पे गिरा और उसके बाद जो बुमराह ने किया है वो मुझे लगता है कि इट्स वन ऑफ द डेज जहां पे आपको एक मैजिकल स्पेल देखने को मिलता है. इट वाज बुमराह's डे yesterday and thanks to him that we are having this lead of 273 runs. Otherwise it would have been otherwise.
So yeah, one sec. I want to add that Shreyas Iyer thing. I mean, if you let me,
Yeah, sure.
Shreyas Iyer, that getting back to domestic cricket is not getting runs बना के improvement करके come back करना. It should be a punishment for these guys. ऐसा नहीं कि improve हो जाएंगे. Punishment होता है जब Indian player एक respectable player जब नीचे जाता है ना, तो he's like desperate कि मैं कैसे आऊंगा. It's like a काला पानी यार, because आपको competition भी नहीं रहता, फिर आप में आपका respect है ना वो नीचे चला जाता है. So that is kind of a punishment. 1 साल, 1.5 साल, 2 साल, जब तक कि आप worth नहीं हो जाते हो ना, तब तक कि आपको लेना नहीं चाहिए. So that should be like a punishment. Not he won't improve from Ranji Trophy, but definitely it can be served as a punishment to these guys.
Okay. Well, the only way for Team India to, build a good innings or to stand tall or to get the maximum lead will be to bat till the stumps of day 3. Kana, what do you think?
See, I'll say the same thing I said yesterday after stumps, that this is not just about the score, this is also about the time. India needs to play time. You score 370, you score 380, but you give them 2 days, they'll chase it down. I still believe there's no demons on the pitch. One standard or ordinary spell from Jasprit Bumrah and you are in a problem, because can lightning strike twice? You never know. Jasprit Bumrah had a amazing spell, amazing जो भी पहली इनिंग में उन्होंने किया. Will he do the same thing again? Well, he can, but will he? ये problem है. तो if Jasprit Bumrah doesn't step up, I don't think even 400 in 2 days is a problem for England. मैंने कल भी ये बोला था, इंग्लैंड को अगर आप 2 दिन दोगे तो वो 400 चेस कर लेंगे. They score very quickly and इंडियन टीम व्हेन अंडर प्रेशर उनकी लाइनर लेंथ बिगड़ जाती है. वी हैव सीन दिस.
Yeah, we have
अश्विन की
seen
भी
that.
बिगड़ जाती है लाइनर लेंथ. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट एक्सपीरियंस्ड बॉलर्स इन द इंडियन लाइनअप. आई हैव सीन हिज लाइनर लेंथ गोइंग आउट ऑफ
Haywire.
द बॉक्स जब भी प्रेशर आता है उन पे. सो आई स्टिल बिलीव दैट स्कोर इज नॉट द ओनली थिंग इंडिया शुड फोकस ऑन. दे नीड टू बैट टिल स्टंप्स. दे नीड टू बैट कल तक कम से कम जितना भी वो कर सके, बिकॉज द मोर द टाइम यू गिव टू इंग्लैंड उतना ही आपको टोटल भी देना पड़ेगा फिर, क्योंकि उनको अगर आप कम टोटल 2 दिन में दे दोगे तो they'll easily chase it down. There's nothing in the pitch. And England, they are a very run hungry team. They go for a win, and the mindset that they have, yes, it can again double-edged sword. It can go haywire और वो जल्दी collapse भी कर सकते हैं, but you never know. I can back England to chase 350, 400 in 2 days. So yes, obviously score a lot of runs from here, but also bat for a longer time. That is the most important thing. But will it happen? I don't think so. पहले सेशन में 102 रन आए, लेकिन 4 विकेट्स गिरी, वो भी 4 टॉप ऑर्डर की. अब आपके पास कौन है? अक्षर पटेल, अश्विन, कुलदीप, श्रीकार, भरत. As Jamie said, he's a walking wicket. Even for me, he's a walking wicket. I don't have any confidence in Bharat. Yes, he showed some glimpses कि he can bat, but still I don't back him to bat for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
Gill is there, पर उनके साथ किसी को खड़ा होना पड़ेगा. So I just hope India bats longer, and obviously if they bat longer, they'll score more and more runs. So that should be the key from here.
Yeah. And though it's a significant lead, India leading by 273 runs, but they really need to bat till stumps of day 3. That's today. And let's see what will happen, because England will be desperate to bat in the evening and put a dent on this lead. So let's see how Shubman Gill and Akshar Patel approach this session. Especially a lot depends on Shubman Gill, who's got multiple chances today, and he should bank on the opportunity that he has got. He should make a big total from here. Let's see what will happen in this game ahead. Thank you so much, Taos, Jamie, and Kana for joining with me. And do come back with us for the tea break line. Thank you.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.